Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After Podcast.
RSEGOD, Rizz God, baby. What's up, everyone? It is I, Ryan Neo Wayne, alongside Joe King. And today we're going to be talking about episode 5 of Survivor 49. This was very interesting. It was making very clear, like, which four people are big targets right now. And it was curious to see how some of them kind of maneuvered that. It's funny, each tribe they have one person where it's well, one person is completely oblivious to it and the other is just like heavily considered, but they're doing the thing to try and like stay. The other one's like, fucking good here, I'm making connections, we're Gucci.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely went into this episode knowing that we're either losing Shannon or Jason. So I was like, I feel like they are trying really hard to make something out of very basic gameplay. Because that's
I
what
don't
we're
know,
getting.
I feel all right. So one of the biggest questions was, and like they did talk about this a lot, and there is some merit to it. um It's like, do you keep Jason just because then it doesn't emphasize the whole blood feud thing, or do you get rid of Jawan to kind of like offer him up
Yeah,
as
you never
tribute?
you never do that. You always take out Jason here because guess what? Jason literally told you guys that he wants to work with the other people. Jawan, like he keeps
Yeah,
accidentally drinking your water bottle. Wow, that's a totally valid reason to throw away your game and vote him out and let the other side get the numbers. Yeah, I think that's a good strategy.
so like, well, I mean, I know some people like to do that, in the sense of like, oh, like that way things will be safe.
Right
And
now,
then
the red tribe is just in such a great position. Like, I honestly, I think the yellow tribe members are so dumb for not throwing the challenge to save Jason. Like straight up, I think they all lose the game because of what just happened this episode, and that's why we're not seeing them because they all lost because they literally had a chance to save one of their people who wanted to work with them, take out one of the people who wanted to work with their enemies, just to have a challenge when even though that they literally had a free guaranteed like person to take out.
it is interesting because that core four of the remaining Hina people,
Mhm.
they have currently never been to tribal council, so like they are a strong group as well, and they've been winning a lot. Yet they have not been getting the proper screen time.
Yep.
I
There's a
mean, like
reason.
this episode helped out a lot. Like we started
Yeah.
to see a little bit more of like Steven. They did a whole thing after the challenge with the chickens about like, all right, Steven and Alex, killing the chicken and then them
Yeah.
eating it and being like, you making a whole deal of it.
Yeah. I saw Rob has a podcast. Rob was talking about something I thought was pretty interesting. And that's the fact that there's those two players before the game who got removed for talking and communicating. I think there's a good chance that those two would have been very good entertainments. And and this tribe maybe needed those two people for entertainment because they got replaced with people who are fine. Like I'm not saying MC's bad or anything, but she's fine. Like she's here, she's there. Jason, I don't know. The only thing he knows how to do in Survivor is sit on his hands. He literally knows nothing else.
Hey, he knows about Pokemon. He actually was also very, very good at the puzzles and the challenges and stuff. Like I
Yeah,
feel like Jason did have
yeah.
potential.
I
Um,
think Jason will only do good in Survivor if he's on top. I think he has to be in a immediate dominant position because we found out literally in this episode and last week that he has no idea how to play from the bottom. He has no idea how to scrap to keep himself in the game. He is not willing to say what he needs to survive. He is not willing. He does not realize that his vote doesn't even matter at this tribal council when he should play a shot in the dark. Like he literally is
yeah,
so clueless about so much of that stuff that is like vital. That's the important parts of Survivor. You can be good at puzzles, but guess what? You're gonna still get fucking taken out the first chance that you get if you can't deal with the other stuff.
I think it also depends. It depends on stuff. Like I feel like it's always
But
It's always
also,
like
but would you also say Jason was entertaining TV?
no. I will say, I did enjoy him and Jawan talk about Pokemon. That is like
I
that already makes this a
I
top 20 season for me.
I forgot what they said, but something I was like, I feel like they're fake Pokemon fans. Like they don't even know what they're talking
Well,
about.
the fact that like they Jawan was like talking about Quaxley and not
Yeah,
saying also all of them were starter Pokemon, which I
yeah,
was like,
yeah. Oh yeah, no, it
uh
was very base level. Like yeah, I don't know. And also like Jason to choose Jawan as the person to go when that's the person
he
who
doesn't
was the
know.
decoy. Like what? Like literally, what the heck is happening? And then he votes Rizz God. Like what are you talking? Like you can't sit here and tell me that he actually believed Rizz God had a chance of going home this episode.
No, well, I feel like the thing is when no one tells you like a name, um
And then you play your shot in the dark. Like what do you mean?
he should have. Yeah. I'm like when someone as soon as I saw that Riz got a vote, I was like, yep, that the
Yeah,
Jason is going here. There's no
yeah.
way that they're just gonna like
I
there's no way,
yeah.
like they're gonna, like if they had the intention of like keeping Jason, if they would have said, hey, target Jawan.
We're definitely in territory right now where we're 5 episodes in, and the second that a tribe has lost a challenge, I know exactly who's going home, which is not exactly fun. Like like genuinely, I think this might be the worst pre-merge so far in New Era. Like just hands down, I can't think of a pre-merge that has been more boring than this one. Like the Bonu sub, you know what? I'll give Bonu credits. At least I wanted to see what happened next. I wanted to see him go up. I don't actually care right now. I'm literally just saying, please God, get to the merge so something maybe happens.
Well, it looks like next time on Survivor, for the first time, there won't be a earn the merge. They're going back to three tribes,
Yep.
which I'm like, that's actually Survivor fixing it up. I
Yeah.
kind of want to give.
And you know why they did that? I can tell you why, because it's going to be the format of season 50. So they're keeping it.
Probably
So
more than likely, I'm like, they're like, all right, we've done this a bunch of time. We basically made the last go around, we basically made earn the merge individual immunity
mhm.
anyway. So it's like they kind of just were like, we're just gonna go back to how it was.
Yeah. Do you also want to hear Mike Bloom, by the way, winner of our Brand Steel is reported he apparently he reported the tribes divisions, like everyone who's on what tribes. I don't know if you want to hear that.
I do because like I watched this late last night and I wasn't gonna like pause to like look at all three teams.
Mhm. Okay, so the new Hina is MC, Rizzo, Savannah, and Sophie.
Which Sophie? Screen time Sophie?
Screen time Sophie. Yep.
Oh, so MC is well, I mean, I mean, she finds the idol, so actually that's
Yeah.
very bad for Sophie screen time.
Yeah, but also if MC like has trouble finding the idol and then just doesn't have a vote and gets voted out with an idol in her pockets,
I'm not too worried about that.
yeah.
Like
To be
they're not
fair,
impossible. I mean, like
I
also
don't think this
Rizzo,
tribe's going. I don't think this tribe's going.
yeah. Also, I would say that Rizzo's was a lot easier to find than
Yeah.
when Alex found his. I mean, they had a giant ball and chain for him. Rizzo was like, just go in the fucking water and get it. It's like not nearly the same amount of difficulty.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you have to explain why you're wet, but
Yeah. Yeah, but like a lot of people just go in the water. Like that's not the hardest thing
yeah.
to explain away. Um, and then the new Kele tribe is Jawan, Sage, Shannon, and Steven.
Interesting. I don't know. I feel like that one can because
I actually really
Paige
do
and
believe
Shannon have been talking. Sage has
Yeah.
been really hating on Shannon.
We know that Sage and Jawan felt like they were a little bit on the bottom, like they were a little scared. And I think Steven will be down to do Shannon to save himself. I actually think that this tribe is the most likely to go with Shannon going out.
I think that's yeah.
Yeah.
And then the final Uli.
Yeah, the new Uli is Alex, Kristina, Nate, and Sophie Bananas.
Repeat: Alex, Kristina, Nate, Sophie Bananas.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
I have no idea what to feel about that that
I'm like,
tribe.
I feel like I'm not as emotionally attached to a couple people on that. Sure, I
Yeah,
like Alex and Nate, but like,
yeah, Nate's
uh,
maybe in danger just because they might go after him for being a new league member, but also like I don't know. I don't see Nate going home pre-merge based off the edits. So
no,
I'm just going to say that this tribe. I think that there's only one tribe that, in my opinion, makes sense going right now, and that is the new Kelly tribe.
it definitely looks like, well, I mean, like, yeah, because even if we look at New Uli, it has three out of four original. No, it has two of the original Hina members, which already means that they're just super strong.
Yeah,
And then each other team only has one. I love that's our reference of strength.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have next week. And unfortunately, even though it feels like this should have shaken up the game, I still feel like the game is gonna be very like cut and dry.
straightforward.
Yeah,
That's why I'm also like, maybe if we go into the new Uli, it might be a little different.
yeah,
As well. Like, I think it'll be entertaining to see the Shannon Sage showdown kind of like pay off. This was actually a very good episode for Sage.
hmm,
Like we saw her kind of like one gave favor with Alex and then the other Hina members, or I say the other, they're the only ones left.
hmm,
The Hina members. And then also by like saying, oh yeah, Rizzo found the advantage and also probably has the idol. And then also she kind of laid into the thing. I was like, oh my God, she keeps strategizing and talking, and then like kind of like putting fuel on the fire of like Shannon overplaying.
yeah,
So yeah, I
yeah.
think this was a good episode for her because like yeah, I would be nervous too, but like I feel like she's doing all the right things right now to secure herself.
Yeah,
Um,
her facial expressions when like she found out that Alex and Stephen also felt the same way about Shannon. Well,
like,
she was oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, she clearly her favorite player is Carolyn. I think that's very I mean, we know that preseason for stuff, but like if you didn't read that stuff, you know after watching this episode.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Um Yeah. Also, we didn't we got to talk about the journey. This journey
yes.
was different than some of our other journeys that we went on. Where at first it seems like, oh, there's no advantage to be found here. You just got to do work together to get these
I didn't
bags.
buy it for a second. I was like,
Yeah.
no, there's more to this.
To be fair, I really thought that it was just going to be one thing hidden under the bags, and whoever found like was the one to kind of uncover it would do it. So I was like, oh, MC is going to get the thing. Nope. Instead, someone's got to go out to the jungle to do it while the other person keeps doing it. Which Nate then immediately says, why don't we just be almost completed and then do that? Which is a great idea. But also Nate's like, well, I
Yeah,
can't let MC get it. So I got to just make sure that that is because yet again it is red yellow, that is the battle of the season is red versus yellow, which sucks that that is the narrative because one side gets all the content and the other side doesn't. So
yes. That would make it a lot more weight to it, but we
yeah,
just haven't, you know, like I said, they're not getting the love, they're not getting the screen time.
so
Um, And I don't know, and it's not just even biased towards, like, oh, we also know, like, Rizzo and Savannah are coming back, and so therefore, like, we're like, oh, well, they're the main characters. It's not even that frame of reference.
Yeah.
Even the confessional count is confirming this as well.
Yeah. I really do want to know if they like got rid of editors a few seasons ago because I swear the editing is just like it doesn't make sense anymore. It's just like what are you guys doing? Why are you guys literally purpling like half of the remaining players left in this game?
it's not even like, yeah, it's like Survivor. I would have said earlier in the new era, it was like maybe they did it a little bit too much, but they would give everyone kind of like some screen time, some like backstory and stuff. Like they went a little overboard in 41, 42, giving like, like showing pictures and sob stories of like the people getting eliminated that episode.
Mhm.
But like, like they found their groove, I feel like 40 like 45
Yeah.
through like 47, and then they were just like 48, it's just like, all right, who's the main five characters? Okay, everyone else, you get one or
Yeah.
two a day, an episode,
Yeah,
zero if
yeah. If you're lucky,
you
you
see
get one
fit.
or two in an episode. Yeah, that's how it's feeling.
Yeah,
um, like come on, like if you're Sophie Bananas, the one that's not getting any screen time, like you've got to be pretty pissed because I do think she's going to be on the jury. I think she's going to make it that far, and for her to at this point have five confessionals in 5 episodes, averaging one confessional in episodes like,
yeah, and even
yeah,
then, like, her most memorable moment is, complaining about the bananas,
yeah,
or complaining about the, that the fact that she's getting free food when she's supposed to be starving, and it's like, oh, only fruit. It's like, I, I mean, don't get me wrong, we all want the chickens like in this episode. However, yo, you got to be tired of eating like coconuts this whole time, or like
yeah.
just straight up fish. Get some variety.
Yeah, yeah, we're still at the point where I would honestly not be surprised if Noah, like any casual fan, thinks that there's only one Sophie in the season. Like, and yet again, never Survivor needs to never cast people with the same name in a newbie season specifically. I think in returning player seasons you can get away with it because you've already established them; they're already known. But when you're in a newbie season, you need to be like the easiest thing to recognize someone is their name. And if they are competing with someone else for that value, you got to choose one. And clearly, Sophi B is going to make it further than Sophie S. So Sophi B is going to get the screen time, and Sophie S is just going to wish that she was on a different season.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only exception to that rule, and I think it's kind of like what you said, it's like they have to have like a nickname, or they kind of have to go by their last name. Like,
Yeah.
obviously there's like 80 billion Johns in the world. Yes, I counted them.
Mhm.
And like, you do see people named like John when they come on here. Sometimes they just go by their last name, like Penner or
Yeah.
Cochran.
Yeah, and honestly, that's way better because I mean, think of season 31 with the two Kellys, Kelly Wigglesworth and Wentworth. We now know her as Wentworth. Like she was not Wentworth in San Juan del Sur. She was
Yeah,
Wentworth because of Cambodia, and that is now like she is the Wentworth.
yeah, precisely.
So yeah, back to the journey. Yeah, I mean, just nothing happened, which yet again, that is the status quo of the season. Nothing really happens.
It is a shame because I was like, I do wonder what that advantage was, because especially
Yeah,
with how things are going to divide next episode, it's like, I mean, I would have liked MC to get it just so we can be like, like see what that's going to be like. I know why Nate said, and I feel it's justifiable reason. Like the only reason he went on was because he didn't want Jason to get something.
yeah,
And that's why he volunteered. And then, like he was like, well, I don't want MC to get anything too. I also don't want to get an advantage. A, because I don't want to have to lie to my peeps. B, it just puts a target on your back. So, like I think Nate did it pretty well, where it was like, all right, I don't have to lose my vote no matter what. and I also put the pressure on MC so that way she didn't have to so that like so that way she didn't find anything as well.
Yeah, he did call her back way too early. Like
Oh yeah, there was so much time left in there.
It looked like
Like not even Jelensky would have given up at that point.
they could have probably gone at least another hour. Like it was so like compared to where it started. I mean, it felt like barely any sand was gone. Like
Exactly.
so definitely he pulled the trigger too early, and I get it. You want to just make sure that she doesn't have anything, but like I mean, now obviously you're going to become a target from MC. But luckily, Red Tribe's the important tribe, so I think they will be fine.
MC is not getting that. We know it doesn't stand for main character based on this edit. It's just
Nope.
like,
It's sad too because she's like supposed to be the main character of her tribe, but it just pales in comparison to literally everyone else on the Red Tribe. Even the ones that are getting purple on the Red Tribe are getting more screen time than MC.
yeah, and I mean like MC, she even got some content earlier in this episode about like how she was insecure because she was a bit more muscular than, the average girl growing up and stuff like that. So she got more, that way. And then she did bond with like, well, Nate was using the opportunity to bond. I mean, if you're on a journey, it behooves you, especially if you have a long challenge like that, to get to know the person,
Yeah.
in the sense of like, yeah, it makes you less of a, see, it humanizes you a little bit more. Which I'm like, huh, that's a interesting tactic because that's what you're supposed to do when you're like kidnapped or held at gunpoint. So that way it just messes with them psychologically. May
Mhm.
work in Survivor as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So also, we didn't talk about how Jawan rigged the draws to make sure Jason doesn't get a go. So he tried to really make sure that Nate, who he trusts, is the one to go instead. Um, yeah, I mean, if you're Jason, you kind of know that you got to go on that, and but you also know that everyone wants you not to go on that, so it's really awkward.
Shake the bag. This is why people shake the when if you've ever
Yeah,
wondered why people like shake the bag or something when
yeah,
they're drawing name out of hat or like they spin it, it's so things seem more fair. The
yeah.
fact that he didn't do that might have been a red flag right there. I would have been like,
Yeah.
shake.
I was still kind of waiting though for Jason to still get it. Like Nate just did not actually grab the top rock.
He just grabs the one on the bottom and just like, son of a gun.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. What else to talk about in this episode? Um
Um, uh, let's see. I think we kind of hit everything.
yeah.
We like, we can always go into
There,
more
there was
detail
the
about it.
yeah, we can talk about the challenge. The
The
challenge. Yeah.
challenge was fun. Um, it did look, like it included like, it it was interesting how like one team was even able to make it that far with a sandbag still underneath because I know
Yep.
those things are heavy because they're in the ocean and they're made to like definitely weigh down the thing. So the fact that they were able to get that much mileage off of it was rather impressive.
Yeah, to be fair, it was Alex and Steven. Like if you watch that team,
Yeah.
everyone else did not like the people in the back were it was Dragon basically. And then Sage, who was also up there, was not lifting. Like she was doing this, like absolutely no real support there. So it was Steven and Alex that get the credit for doing that.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, and I think it was interesting because I know we were talking about puzzles. It's the first time this season where it was like, oh, you have to like shoot hoops in order to do it. And I think that was fun. Um, it was kind of crazy. I for a second I thought there was going to be medical on the new Hina tribe because like Jason started like freaking out because he couldn't like do anything.
Uh,
um like lifted, and then I was like, oh no, is he about to have like a panic attack?
yeah,
Um,
pulling Andy. He saw what how that worked out in season 47. So he's like,
not a bad idea. Throws Jawan under the bus, and then like I was
yeah,
like, yeah, I know I really befriended Jawan, but Jawan, I'm just gonna plan on voting you.
yeah. Hey, Andy almost won that season. I don't think he ever wins that season. Like actually, they edited him so well to make it look like he could win. He was never winning that season.
I don't know. I feel like this may be because around the same time I was playing an Andy game,
uh,
in one of the orgs I was doing, but it was like he has it. I think it depends on who he sits next to, but he has a shot. He has a story. If he can
yeah,
just frame it just right, where y'all
based.
underestimated me throughout this entire game,
Yeah, I will
and
say,
then
yeah, everyone from postseason basically said that they did not respect Andy's game and had no intention of like.
well, he helped out with Operation Italy.
Yeah,
One of
but
the
we found
big
out later
portions
that
of
that was actually Sam's idea, but they edited it for Andy so that way Andy had a cool thing. Because if they gave it to Sam, then everyone would be like, "Why didn't Sam beat Rachel?"
like I feel like that argument still could be made. I like Rachel
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
I mean, like she definitely rose up in like popularity on the like she was like there in the beginning and then had this awkward like friendship with Andy. But when the merge hit, that's when her like true story actually began, and then she was starting to actually become more of a contender to like win. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, okay, this is awesome.
Yeah, it
Um,
was weird how she had. I think she had 7 confessionals in the premiere. Like she was set up as like an ally to Andy and Sam, and like there was like a lot of that kind of stuff. And then they just dropped it until the merge. I was like, oh,
yeah,
like they then it was like she's now with Annika. Annika is her real number one. And it's like, where did that come from? That was not what we were told.
yeah, but where was I? But yeah, I feel like I don't know. I kind of rooted for him. I knew that it was going to be tough. Just because like like he wasn't getting the edit, and then also like he is a smaller dude, and sometimes the thing is they either get targeted early or they make it deep into the game. But usually they're seen as like a threat, whether it's like, oh, they're probably going to be a strategic threat, or it's like, oh, they're not carrying their weight in challenges. So it is kind of it's unfortunate. I like the dude. He talked about Pokemon a lot. So and, like even I believe he talked about Project M as well, which I don't know if you know about Project M.
Yeah, yeah, that's the no, no, I'm thinking of something else. I think. What's Project
I,
M?
it's Smash
Oh,
Bros,
okay.
but
Oh
like
no, yeah,
done
no.
with the old controls. It's like a mod.
For some reason I thought it was Project something else, but I was like, but yeah, no, it's the Smash like mod basically or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And people say that it's way better. I played it in college for a little bit. I like the fun characters that they introduce in the newer games. So
Mhm. Yeah. If only this the editors cares, If only
if
the
only they
editors.
cared.
Okay. Other things to talk about is the chickens. We got to see the chickens back, and immediately, yet again, Steven and Alex they won the chicken for the tribe. Now they got to kill the chicken, and I think I went a little too crazy. Like this is gonna be with me for life. Like this is one of the hardest things I'll ever have to do in my entire life. Yeah, you killed a
I don't
chick.
know, Joe. Have you ever had to like kill something just to survive and eat? And like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I feel like
My friend Nate lives on a farm with chickens, so I'm pretty I'm used to this. Like I
not
go,
everyone is, Joe.
yeah, I know,
I would
but
say they made it a bigger deal than they have in the past. I
yeah,
mean, like Other than I would say like Ty, who straight up was like, "No, we are not killing these chickens. We are naming them after the producers."
Yeah, yeah. People have gotten too soft. I agree, Ryan. People have gotten too soft. People should just know that, hey, this chicken was given to us by producers so we can eat.
Well, so they can lay eggs.
Well, the rooster you gotta kill, like, because the rooster's not doing anything. Whatever.
The rooster is implanting the seeds for the eggs.
No, no, you.
Joe, do we have to do the birds and the bees talk?
No. You don't need to worry about that. You just got to kill the rooster, and then the chickens. Those will have some eggs. Some eggs will still happen. They don't fuck each other.
Hens don't asexually reproduce.
Oh yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Oh yeah, they do. Look it up. Google it right now. See, I got you believing, don't I?
Do hens lay eggs by themselves?
And
They lay eggs by themselves, regardless of whether a rooster is present or
yeah.
not. Well, I maybe I word that wrong.
No, it's that's right. It's you thought that chickens fuck and then have the eggs. They lay eggs every day. That means that they can't fuck and then let the time go. They literally are constantly laying eggs.
Yes, I can't get fertilized by a rooster.
Okay,
Hold on, I'm learning way too much about
yeah,
this.
we're spending too much dead air right now for you to learn about this. So,
So yes, Joe's just full of shits. Roosters do cadoodle with the hens, and then
um,
eggs come out.
that's not what you said first, and that's all that matters.
Because I heard it here, and you damn well know it.
I know nothing. I don't know.
So you agree that I'm right because you know nothing.
No, I know nothing about
No,
what you
no,
were
no,
saying
no, no,
before.
no, no, no backtrack, no resurrections this time.
Uh, okay. Well, yeah, I think it was blown out of proportion. I think they should not have worried about it too much. Just freaking kill the fucking chickens, like whatever.
Easy, Joe.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I mean, like people freak out about this stuff now, but like for years that was like
Also,
what
it's
you
like
do.
think about the professions these two have. One is like a rocket scientist. The other, what does Alex do again? He's like a politician, right?
Yeah, he's something in that. I don't know.
Regardless, it's like these are not people that kill things on day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Well, at least
Yeah, wait a second. Okay, I'm looking up.
politicians don't directly.
I'm looking this up now again about the eggs. Hens do lay eggs by themselves. The roosters are there to fertilize, but it is not needed.
But like, of course, they lay them themselves
It
because
is
they're the
if
ones giving
it
them
says
birth.
if you want to fertilize them, so you get better eggs if if you have the rooster, but it is not required to have the chickens lay eggs.
I'm gonna go on Survivor. I'll be like, wait. This is gonna take up 15 minutes of screen time too. It's just like,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be lost. I'll be like, I don't have a phone. I can't even Google this right now to fact
Yeah.
check.
Yeah. No. There's things called fertilized eggs and unfertilized eggs, which they're both. You can both do it. Fertilized eggs are just natural, like they're better, but you can have unfertilized eggs still.
Can the unfertilized eggs hatch?
No, they cannot become babies.
We're learning so much today.
Yeah, this is more interesting than the entire episode last night. So.
It's just because we got really good chemistry.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Facts are checked. Um, okay, what else can we talk about in this episode? I think
What other animals can asexually reproduce? uh, I think no, I feel we did kind of like cover everything that did happen this episode. Um, yeah, it's just not too much. I mean, like in the challenge, they were able to Rizzo was able to make up a lot of ground, but unfortunately he didn't sink the last basket. Um, I am saying like, all right, I do like at least the formatting of this season. I will say yes, that what we've been giving has been pretty obvious when it comes to the order and stuff. Um, so yeah, I'm just like waiting for that next big thing to come.
yeah, I mean, we were told by Jeff Probst that season starts off slow and then gets great. He told us that. So
He's
we're
in. All
yeah,
right, he's
the fact that
so
even
this
the
is important.
freaking the fact that the host and producer is telling us, yeah, it's not going to be good right away, but you get through it, it might get good.
And usually Jeff usually has a different opinion than fans too. So
Yeah,
like, it's like he usually is someone where like he has unpopular opinions all the time where he's like, yeah, 48 is goated, Redemption Island is goated, and then
yeah.
casual fans are like,
What are you on?
no.
Yeah. Uh,
He has a lot of money, and then it's like I think it's different from him. It's like it's vibes really, because like he's done this, well, technically 50 times. Um, this is like his 49th season, obviously that we're seeing right now. So like, it's like it's all about the vibes and who he's out there with.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's just been very unfortunate how everything's played out. Like there's the Blue Tribe just sucked and had a bunch of easy boots along with a medevac, which like I mean just a medevac in my opinion will just never be like amazing. Like I'm never gonna be like, wow, I'm glad about that episode because of the medevac. Like that's just not gonna ever
never.
happen. Um
I don't
and
like for me, I don't even like it happening in like football and stuff. And I know like, oh,
yeah,
they're getting paid like hundreds of thousands of dollars anyway, and they're going to be like fine for the most part. But it's like
yeah,
I just feel bad for the players because it's like,
yeah,
I don't even want to see that for, like people in every day, but like let alone like a freaking snake bite or like someone dehydrating.
yeah. And then yeah, they get a swap and we go like, yes, something's gonna happen, and then we just find out that it's pretty balanced in terms of like this side is the yellow tribe, this side's the red tribe, and they're just like, well, we gotta not let the other tribe have more people than us, so I guess we're just gonna stay tribe strong. And at this point, I mean, I just don't see the yellow tribe working with the red tribe. I don't see the red tribe working with the yellow tribe. The blue tribe is going to be the ones that are the decision makers. We know that Sophi B loves Savannah, like they're best buds now. So we already are kind of like, okay, well, Sophie's gonna side with Savannah. Alex will probably end up siding with them too, because we haven't really gotten like his point of view of the people he's on with his tribe. Like he'll kind of be around, but like we're not hearing like Alex say, "Wow, I really like Steven. Steven's someone I can see working with long term." Like we're not getting that
Yeah.
stuff from Alex. So it just feels like I'm already seeing like what's being set up, and I'm like, Survivor, do something to make it different, and then that's what comes out, and it just happens just how you think it's gonna happen.
Why do they give them the rooster if like it doesn't do anything?
It's just the rooster's designed for them to eat. That is the reason.
That for the rooster. I was like, I used to think, oh, that's a safe one because he has to, like He has to be the
No.
one to like help with the eggs.
In the world of Survivor, the rooster is the one that's most in danger. But in the real world, if you actually had a farm, yeah, the rooster is your most prized one because you probably only have like a couple of them compared to as many chickens.
I learned something today.
Yeah. Yeah, little chicken orgy happening. That's what Ryan had in his head.
No, I was not. I don't have those kind of fetishes, Joe.
I don't know. You thought that roosters and chickens are just fucking all the time and laying eggs off of
What else am I supposed to think?
it. uh, innocent Ryan.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, Joe.
Yeah,
Let's not go
you mean this chicken hole?
any kind of hole.
Okay. Are we done with the episode? Are we talking about confessional
I
count or
think
is there
so, because we're
any?
having like 3 a.m. talk at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just get into confessionals because yeah, I don't really think there's much else for us to blabber on about unless we wanted to go 20 more minutes of can chickens lay eggs on their own.
No, 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 no. We'll save that for next episode.
Yeah. Okay, Jason. Guess what though? He gets to go out at least in double digits in confessional. He went out with 10 confessionals. Got 5 this episodes. Um,
Yeah, I was
half
seeing
of
him
half
get
of his
live.
confessionals were in his boot episode. Um,
That tends to happen in Survivor. Like
yeah,
it's kind of like The Walking Dead, where it's just like, oh, they're starting to get a lot more screen time in this episode. That's usually not a good thing. Means
yeah,
about they're about to be cut.
yeah. So Jason 10. So guess who has the most confessionals?
Savannah.
Yep, Savannah got 11 confessionals this episode, right after her 12 confessional episode. So she is now at 36 confessionals on the season.
That's uh Banu Bar is at 34, right?
35.
35. Either way, she passes it.
Yep. Um, and then next up, we got Alex at 34 confessionals.
Okay.
So right behind. Next up, we got Sophi B with 30 confessionals. Next up, we got Rizz God baby at 24 confessionals.
The lack of like the amount of cringe I could hear in your soul when you were saying that.
Yeah, I absolutely hate it, but we're gonna hear it a lot. So here we go. So yeah, he's at 24. Next up, we got Nate at 17 confessionals. Right behind him, we got Jawan at 16 confessionals.
Okay.
Um, and then next up, we got a tie here of 15 confessionals between Shannon and MC. Then we got 14 confessionals at with Sage. Sage is the next highest there. Um, and then next up, we got Steven at 12 confessionals, followed by
Interesting.
followed by Kristina at 7 confessionals, and
Several.
then shut up. And then we've already talked about it, but yeah, Sophie Bananas at 5 confessionals.
The fact that I'm no mathematician, but all right, 27. So like if you were to combine all the Hina members
Mhm.
into having one big confessional, it beats out Savannah, but not by much. If
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking about who's left in the game,
yeah. I mean, I can,
that's
I can,
insane.
I can add it up real quick. It's not going to take long because these
At
numbers are so
42,
small. 7 and then 5. Yes,
44.
39. So Uh,
39.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
I even lowballed on my calculations.
yeah. Remaining is at 39. So Savannah has just three confessionals less than an entire tribe.
Yeah.
That is how unimportant that tribe is, and why none of them are probably like. I would just be honest. If you're getting that edit, like this edit from Survivor, they don't want you back. Like there's something that must have happened behind the scenes, because I swear to God, they don't do this to anyone. Like something happened. Maybe it was Sophie Bananas saying that thing, and now he's like, screw the yellow tribe. I hate all of them now. But something happened that has caused this, and we maybe will never know.
Well, I mean, like, it was because it was interesting because, like, part of us were like, oh, it's because Blue Tribe is keeps going to tribal council, and then the two people they're bringing back are on the Red Tribe, so that's why they're getting a little purple right now. But the thing is, like, it's still, like they've even swapped tribes and anything. And yes, those four people are on a winning tribe, but they even got extra content this episode after the challenge. And then still, it's just like, like I can tell you some stuff about them because they have had like little moments here and there, but like I can't, it's like they're not getting the main character kind of edit from anyone there. They're kind of like, oh, secondary peeps that are like part of the story,
Yeah,
but they have not really influenced any of the narrative except for, hey, Red Tribe wants to go against them, and then Yellow Tribe is like, oh yeah, well, we're going against you. But like,
yeah,
yeah, we're going against you is really the only thing they're saying, other than the little personal bits we get here and there. But those are few and far between.
yeah. And typically, like at most, the yellow tribe members get like three confessionals, and that's like their star person of the episode is someone who's getting like
Yeah.
three, which is not great because like everyone else, is dipping their toes into some double digits and sevens and stuff like that, and it's like, nope. I will say MC did have seven this episode, but that's literally
Yeah,
just because of the journey.
exactly.
If you take the journey out, that confessional count goes down to like two or three.
Yeah. All right. LVP and MVP.
Jason,
MVP.
LVP.
Oh, you want to start with LVP
I'm just
first?
that's the easiest one. Jason, LVP.
Jason. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only other person I could think might be like Shannon, mostly because like she's just digging herself into a deeper grave
Mhm.
and things just look pretty bad for her.
Yeah.
But like, like, yeah. Um, MVP, MVP, I would say I might actually give it to Sage just because I feel like she not only positioned herself to survive the next round, but she also has kind of given herself, she's kind of opened more options for herself down the line. I feel like one of the things that was like talked about is like the blood feud and stuff like that. And it's like Sage has kind of positioned herself where she can kind of play in the middle, where even when they get together and stuff, even if they're at a, like the OG Hina is still, like the bottom four, and then, old Kayway just goes with old Uli, and then they just pagong. Uh, like at the very least, if there's like an idol play or something like that, they're not going to be going after Sage in the beginning, which is
Mhm.
good.
Yeah. Fair. I don't think I would have given it to Sage, but that's fair. That's fair. Um, I almost want to give the MVP to season 48's pre-merge. I might actually give praise because at least that one was entertaining. The rest of the season sucked, and I can't think merge is way more important than pre-merge. So this season can still turn around if it has a good merge. But yeah, but all seriousness, I think it's got to go to Nate. I think he handled the whole situation of Journey very well. I think he managed to prevent MC from getting more ammunition against them. He also, I mean, like Savannah had to come to him for the whole like should we go for Jawan? Which, by the way, if you watch that scene and know that they were not, it was a joke. Like you can literally tell that they were laughing about saying it. Like they were like, oh, "This would be funny, right?" That's they. Survivor does that. I've heard producers ask people to kind of like maybe go like, "Oh, see, there's something else that you could do," just so they can get the footage, so that way they have something. Um,
Yeah.
so I would not be surprised if something like that happened, where it was just like, "Hey, it's so cut and dry. What about this option you keep saying about, about him taking your water bottle? That could be something, right?" Uh,
Yeah.
so
Why are you doing the 6-7?
six.
The motion.
I don't talk about that. It's terrible. I hate everything about that culture.
I'm not HHN. The amount of people that come through and do this, and then we even joke about it behind the scenes. It's just like we play a card game, and it's like called Scum, and like basically you have to, like beat the card that's like already laid down, and you're trying to get rid of all your cards. Someone plays a 6, and someone puts down a 7. There's one person that's like 6-7, or everyone's like, "I'm sorry, y'all,"
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. I'm too old.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna laugh at
And
it.
you're younger than me.
Yeah, yeah. You should think about growing up there, right?
You see, my branding is man child.
Yeah. So is
So
mine.
I can't change my no, yours is Delulu Boo Boo
No,
and
that's
Chaos
not it. That's
Gremlin.
not it. No,
You need to share the photo.
no,
Either the photo I made on ChatGPT of you in like a Labubu
no.
costume.
It's not happening. There's no
It's
labubu going on here. There's no whatever that is. I'm not a part of it.
that is you are a part of it. But if
No.
you want to know what I'm talking about, watch our Soul Link where we
Yep.
face off against the tribe of nerds.
Yep. A lot of fun going on over there. Ryan is really holding me back, really cost us. So we're gonna have to see what happens here.
I don't know what you're talking about. That first
Yeah,
episode is going well.
yeah. Sure it is. Sure it is. I feel like I'm like way ahead of you and just doing so much work right now that it's just like, man, man.
I called him the Delulu Boo Boo.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. Do not know. I'm pretty sure I'm the god of Pokemon.
You are not Bidoof.
Is Bidoof the god? I think he's is.
No, it's Arceus, but Bidoof is just a lovable little like beaver plump mouse that everyone loves it. And then, like it's like they consider him God or something like that. It's just like they play into like, oh, Bidoof is, just kind of like an HM designated HM Pokemon. But like no, like even Pokemon themselves did an animated short where Bidoof was like on a person's team, and all he wanted to do was battle, but all he ever did was become, the HM tool and stuff. Where it was like, oh, okay, I'll cut the thing. All right, I'll break the rock. But when do I get to battle and get love? It's actually really good.
Right. I have a question for you.
Yes.
So like, do chickens have like penises for the hens?
I believe
The
so.
roosters? Like, there's got to be something, right?
I believe so.
Like,
Do roosters have genitalia? Yes.
yeah, see? Okay, we're learning. If you can take one thing away from this episode, it's that chickens have genitalia. Okay, that does it here for this episode of the Day After Podcast. I hope we see you in the next one.
Same. Same. I think we kind of really pushed the envelope with this one.
This is cutting edge right here. Okay, adios.
Peace.